Hey, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Virgo for Career, Money, Finance, June 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal or private reading. Otherwise, let's just get going. The Magician, Virgo, anything that you want to be, do, or have, you can have. And somebody else got this card too. What I'm telling you though is it's not going to come, or arriving at your doorstep in an Amazon Prime box. Hey, I thought you might want this. You're going to have to ask for what you want. It's all available, but you got to go and get it, okay? And Virgo, you are the last person I need to tell that to because you're super hardworking. Yeah, Queen of Wands, she's coming up too, like crazy. This Queen of Wands is all about, like, she does what feels really good to her. So, like, that's what I'm saying is, like, I don't want to say throw caution to the wind, but for Virgos, you guys are pretty cautious anyway. You take very calculated steps, but in this instance, you might have to put yourself out there just a little bit into an area where you are not completely comfortable. But that doesn't mean that you have to subdue yourself. To get what you want, you may have to go outside of the comfort zone a little bit. And she kind of has like that, this feels good and I'm doing it and I don't care what you think. Virgos care what people think. But in this instance, you kind of got to put yourself out there and ask for what you really want. Now, you also have the Temperance card, so don't worry. You will have enough emotional balance and stability on that. I think because you think if you go too crazy and ask for too much of what you want, you could be looked at like you're a nut job. Or you think, oh my gosh, I'll go right off the deep end. If I ever let go totally and just do my thing, I'll lose my mind. There'll be no coming back. There's always coming back for the Virgos because you guys are stable. You are cool-headed, for the most part, and you know what's up. And you're like I said, you're super hardworking. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You're not afraid to get up into it at all. Just trying to get another card here for this Queen of Wands. Give us a little bit of input. Here we are. 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is your fear, is that you'll go so far off the deep end that you'll burden yourself unnecessarily. And it also is a pitfall of the Virgos because you work so hard. People ask you, can you help me? Can you help me? And you're like, yeah, of course. Because you have the ability to help them, but you don't think about what is this going to do to me. Well, that Queen of Wands, she's warning you. She's saying you got to do what feels good to you. If it feels good to you to help people, or it feels good to you to put yourself out to help somebody else, you do it. If it doesn't feel good, use that Temperance and you say, yeah, let me think about that. And then you don't do it. So let's get some more information here for our Virgos, Career, Money, Finance, June 2019. What do we, it's this one. That's weird. All right, 4 of Cups. Yeah, it's easy for you to get overstimulated to the point where you're bored. You're just bored. And I have a lot of Virgos in my life, so I can absolutely say that. You put yourself out there to the point where then you don't have anything left. And this is like, I have an opportunity and you're like, I'm overwhelmed, I don't care. Like that 10 of Wands, you took on too much and now you don't care. Yeah, and you got the Hierophant. You've got to follow the rules. And these are not like society's rules that I'm talking about. These are your rules. You got to follow the rules that you set up for yourself. You need to set boundaries on what you're doing. Even if it is lighting you on fire, you feel most comfortable when you have a few boundaries in place. And when you get overwhelmed, you just get like, I don't care about anything. And it's not you, and it makes you super off kilter. It really wobbles you and gets you out of balance. And that is somewhere you do not like to be, Virgo. Let's see what we've got. Oh, flying out. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. You just keep working along at a steady pace. Don't go crazy. The 8 of Pentacles is about work being done that you can see. Other people can see it, and they notice that in you. And that's what I'm saying. They say, oh, he's doing so much work, or she's doing so much work. I can get him to do something for me too. Look how successful and prolific they are. Well, let me have him do my stuff. And then you get here, overwhelmed. So you just do your own work. You keep your mind. This person is super focused on what they're working on and what they're doing, and they don't need to take on anybody else's stuff. You got enough things to do on your own. You set those boundaries for yourself, and you follow your own instincts and your own guidance on what you want. Ooh, yeah. And if you don't, you get this 5 of Cups. You go here from overwhelmed and bored to completely spent and disappointed, focusing on the 3 cups that have spilled, missing out on opportunities. So you just keep yourself together. You do your work. Keep your head down. You work on your own things. Don't get overwhelmed so that you get bored. And even worse, beyond boredom, despondent here, where you're like, oh my gosh, I've missed opportunities, I've failed. And then you miss opportunities again that are right there. They're right next to you because you didn't set boundaries. So set your boundaries this month. Do not be taken advantage of. You work too hard for that. I'll thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.